Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
All right, Pete and I have been crunching the numbers all afternoon. The problem with being on the northern fringe of a major winter storm, there's really no room for error, as a slight shift in the storm track north or south is the difference between a little bit of snow and a lot. And I'll show you that in more detail in just a second. Live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar. I won't spend a lot of time on this. We are clear, we're dry. In fact, we're going to stay cold and dry right through Friday evening, Friday night. And then things, of course, start to get interesting come Saturday afternoon and Saturday night. Skies are clear in Providence now. Temperatures seasonable at 31. Bit of a wind chill, not too much. Winds are light. Humidity very dry, coming in at 38%. So storm tracker now through Friday, low level green, and certainly bringing it up to the yellow level, perhaps even a high red level, depending on the exact track of our storm system. But windy with snow, some accumulations. Of course, that's the real tough part of the forecast. Feel very confident of strong wind across the South Shore Saturday night into early on Sunday morning, maybe gusting 40, even 50 miles per hour. So across New England, we're quiet. The storm is already showing up. A couple of days ago, it wasn't really organized. Now it's taking shape across the southern plains right now, gathering both Gulf and Atlantic moisture. So you can see a lot of precipitation here. There's cold air to our north. This is really a classic setup for a major nor'easter, especially for the mid-Atlantic coastline. South of New York City, the Washington, D.C. corridor getting hit very hard. Blizzard watch in effect. Where the storm ends up once it emerges off the Virginia coast is really the million-dollar question. So two scenarios. Scenario number one is a track closer to the coastline. This brings the heavier D.C. and New York City snow into southern New England. Track number two, and it's the one we're going with right now, but with extreme caution, is one that's further to the south. So this puts us in generally a light to moderate snowfall, but it wouldn't take much of a nudge in the storm track to put this heavy snow in. So I'm not writing that option off the table yet, though we are forecasting lower totals. I'll show you that in just a second. A number of our computer projections as far as snowfall amounts. Here's one computer model. The pink and white colors indicate where the heavy snow is. New York City points south and west. Here's another one pretty much showing the same deal from D.C. to New York. This gray and pink area, very heavy snow. We're right on the edge. There is one computer model projection that we use that actually tries to nudge this heavier band of snow into southern New England. So that option is still there, though small. So I don't want to write that option off yet. So here's the deal as far as accumulations. And again, these will not be realized until late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. And it's one of those situations where the further south you go near the South Shore, the more snow. The further north you go, amounts not as high. So from roughly Warwick north, 1 to 3. South of Warwick, especially along the South Shore, 3 to 6. But again, a slight jog to the north of the storm track, and we'd have to change these numbers. So do not let this be the last accumulation forecast that you see. You want to check back with us over the next couple of days. All right, starts mid-morning Saturday, very light. It peaks Saturday evening, Saturday night. It ends early on Sunday morning, so if you're traveling to someone's house Sunday afternoon to watch the game, the snow is gone, but the wind certainly picking up. Again, no problems for this evening under clear skies. We're going to be cold and dry with temperatures dropping down to about 17. All right, 7-day Futurecast shows the quiet weather for Friday. Snow arriving Saturday morning, picking up Saturday afternoon, Saturday night into early Sunday morning, winding down Sunday afternoon with temperatures between 30 and 35. During our next weather segment, we're going to talk about wind speeds, wind gusts, and the potential for some minor coastal flooding at the time of high tide. So coastal residents, you've got some pretty big wind coming up this weekend, and we'll talk about that in our next weather segment.
Tough, though, when you have three models, two showing one thing, another showing another thing.
Good point. We may not have a good handle on this, unfortunately, until tomorrow, so check back with us.
All right, Tony, thanks. More coverage.